Hey, welcome to the first ever episode of Behind the Lens with Jay. And today we are going to have a look at why we should change from using auto mode and why I would encourage people to use a flash. So to start off with, I have a camera. This is my Sony a7 III, and for demo purpose, let's use a simple subject, which is an apple. I've used a simple cloth background to have a black background, and we are in auto mode. So many of us, we see that we are using auto mode, and I want to encourage people to get into manual mode. So let's see what happens if I take this photo in auto mode. So click the photo in auto mode. You see it's quite flat and it's not that interesting. You don't have control over the light, and yeah, it looks boring. So in order to make it more interesting, what you can do is you can use a flash. So I turn on the flash trigger and I turn on my flash. The flash is in group A. It's on 1128, but let's sync it. Yeah, so now it's on 1/8 to start with. So yeah, the first thing you want to do is you want to change to manual mode, and I'm using 1/200 as my shutter speed. That's the sync speed, and f8 as my depth of field, and on ISO 100 to get the best photo. And okay, so let me go and click there. So the first step would be to turn off the trigger, and the expectation is what you get is, yes, it should be a black image. This means the light here is no way interfering in this photo, and so the only way this subject would be lit is because of this flash. So now let me try turning on the flash, and let me try taking another photo. Voila! You see it's much more interesting. You have more reflections. The details are amazing. There is contrast. The blacks look nice, and this looks a much cooler photo than the first one, right? We can do one more thing. I can use something like this with a reflector and try to add. So let me put it on 2 seconds timer. Let me increase it to 5 seconds timer, right? And if I use this here, then there will be reflections, and it will be like having two light streams to light the subject. So I say go, then we hold this here. Okay, I don't think it started. Let's try again. Come on. Yeah, so I use this reflector here, and let's go and have a look how it looks. Wow, so now we see in the previous photo, this part of the image has been lit more. You see this and this. There are more details now here because of this reflector. Light from the softbox is reflected back onto the image, and this looks even more cooler. You can use more lights from this side as well, but to simplify and keep a very simple setup, I have used one single softbox, an ED200, which is 200 watt second light, and a very simple setup. And I hope you like the video. If you want me to try with more subjects and how we can let more subjects in more interesting ways, let me know in the comments, and I'll get back with more videos. Thank you.